Absolutely, and there's a lot of people in North Carolina to get good advice from. Grant all the way to for Shumpert. Almost a 2-to-1
and fires a three. Sending Miami in transition. Grant in the corner.
Tyler Roach, a wide open three. Johnson with a rebound. Collins, the catch of the 17. Good kick up ahead.
On the wing for three. Miami runs out on the long rebound. Here's Duran Scott.
Against the best and really some of the best in college basketball on a nightly basis.
Humphrey trying to get to the rim. Grant in transition to Scott.
Malcolm Grant brings it across the timeline. Pass to Johnson.
misses on the reverse. Got bodied out of there a little bit by Johnson. They're playing small right now. Those are shots that little guys.
Mark for this comeback. He's been a big part of it. 7 turnovers in the second half for Boston College, only 3 in the first half. Grants rebound the ball well. They have a good inside game with Trevor Booker leading the way. If they can just shoot the ball from three-point range, they're pretty tough.
How about comes up empty there? Grant working with a pick, a scoop.
Wow. Here's Grant. Splits the defenders. Takes on the...
That he's ready to play hard tonight, but he's also kind of ready to get to that next step, having been here for 6 years.
Only 1 year less than the head coach. Frank Haith has been here for 7.
And makes his money on a curl cut either wing, mostly from the left side. Adams late getting to him. Such is the pressure that he's assumed from all of that acclaim and placed on his own shoulders.
And he has not been very aggressive on the ball. He was a real factor early. If he could have become a shot maker, a contributor again off the bench, gives him a little bit more depth. Grant.
There's Haith. Faithful behind the basket. The crowd getting into it.
LaFonso, he hit the half-court shots in shoot-around today. Always the most popular shot.
Grant.
Heard that. 18-12. Florida State just plays withering defense. They don't let.
This is a different Virginia basketball team since Sammy Zaglinski has gotten into the lineup and gotten healthy again. Just makes them whole. Grant cannot get it to go down. That's really Sherrill's shot, though. A little screen and then stepping back.
Malcolm, his thumb or his hand hit. He was grabbing it after it got knocked away from him.
And it's bound.
Here's Grant, who's been conspicuous by his silence at the offensive end, letting it fly.
Really short armed that one.
He's 0 of 7 from the field. Gamble, nice look inside, and he.
Miami.
45.
Malcolm Grant into the paint. It's Gamble. Shorten the game and milk the clock. You don't want to foul now if you're Virginia. Grant with a pass to Johnson. The bucket.
Barnes, in effect, is the power forward in this game, although Justin Watts plays an undersized 4 spot. Nice pass.
And the open screens for guard. They've gotten it under control pretty well. Grant, good look inside.
Well, a nice move, and he certainly challenged Reggie Johnson inside, and he actually got to the basket.
Grant with the...
You also think about guard play. Nolan taking it to the basket and creating something. And Grant. Oh!
Miami on a little bit of a surge right here.
DeGan in the open floor, and then ended up scoring on it.
And Johnson. Darius Adams. Not a lot of skip passes. Inside it goes to Gamble.
Dues, Miami can tie or take the lead. McGowan for the lead.
The team that they cannot do without over a long period of time.
Oki's chasing. Here's the...
He's got more field goals than everybody else on the team put together. Grant hit 4 threes in the first half off to Thomas.
Grant out front again. They show the double on Grant. Gamble wide open.
15 points or less in a 20-13 season. Durant Scott.
Shot for North Carolina.
Where he got a good look too. Didn't really put a lot of pressure on him. He just missed it.
Grant penetrates, gets out to Scott for 3.
All right, now if you're Miami, Carolina's showing you they can knock down 3. Better tighten up.
Ran off the screen. Wide open.
Grant behind the screen from Johnson. Grant kicked.
Look at how the Hurricanes have heated up after starting 1 of 9 from beyond the arc, 8 of their last 11. Thomas feeling it again.
There you coming a factor now. You're seeing Reggie Johnson, the 6'6", 300-pounder, slowing.
Grant, the floater.
Malcolm Grant.
And Bryant has a dozen. Now it's Grant, and he scores.
And they may have a pretty good argument. Well, they, of course, are not an unbiased audience.
Nobody to pass to.
4 turnovers in 6 minutes for the Blue Devils. Great look for the
defense is going to be much more intense, and it's going to be tougher to shoot the ball.
Grant. Swope.
When they're forcing misses or just getting some misses, but some empty possessions for the Cavaliers, Miami hasn't been able to chip this thing down below 7.
To Johnson, kick it out to Grant, cut off on the drive. He reverses direction. Johnson goes to
your arsenal when you're a guard.
Nice pass. Beautiful by Grant.
He pointed out Henson, the only guy averaging a double-double. Durant, Scott. Malcolm Grant kicks out.
Memphis shot just under 39% from 3 last year. That was the school record, and they think they're going to be a better three-point shooting team this season. Malcolm Grant can penalize Purdue. If they go out and win the Big Ten tournament, then you got to treat them.
Yeah, no, I agree. I've said that earlier. I think if they win the Big Ten tournament, they should be a #1 when you look at the complete body of work.
Malcolm Grant.
Shoot long shots. They beget long rebounds.
Yes.
Oftentimes that's an outlet to a break the other way.
At North Carolina, you know, they've had a tough time scoring in the half court, so they like to get out in transition and get those baskets.
Malcolm Grant is in the ballgame. This is a deep
danger time right now for Miami. They're down by 8. Grant.
Backcourt, so it's not a backcourt violation. Grant retrieves it. Johnson, there's the double team. Somebody's open, he finds it.
Reggie calling for it. Double team comes. Malcolm Grant.